Hello and welcome to Indian Hill High School. We're here down at the Wigwam where the Indian Hill Braves, 15-1 so far, get set to take on the Deer Park Wildcats.
How about that, Andrew? I'm Peter Carr.
And I'm Andrew Burgess, and we'll be bringing you the play-by-play and the color all right here at the Wigwam. Now tonight, Peter, is a very important game for the Braves, seeing as we will claim the CHL title if we win tonight.
Yes, they will solely be the league champs, if you will.
So hopefully we can do that. We're going to hear the starting lineups for both teams just here in a second. Right now you're hearing Deer Parks.
Yeah, Johnny McHone, Trey Goodwin.
We got Maurice Brown out there. We got, all Deer Parks. They're putting out their best players, like they should.
They're going to put out a big show tonight, along with Indian Hill. But Indian Hill, although Deer Park put up a good fight, it's hard to play at Deer Park, as I know from experience. So we'll see if Indian Hill can't just come out to a dominant lead like we've seen them in games past.
Yeah.
So right now we're going through players on the bench. And you got to be wondering who's starting today. Pep rally was pretty good. Hopefully it pumped these guys up.
Yeah.
Got a pretty big crowd tonight. Good mixture of fans. So let's see if that will make some factor in this game. So we're going to have Phil Madden at point guard, giving the fans a little love at the end there.
Yeah, definitely.
So the fans are really part of this game. Michael Scherpenberg starting tonight. Yep, and Stephen Budding.
So it seems to be just our normal lineup.
Yes, it does.
And Will Nolte's going to be the next guy off the bench.
Yep. No doubt.
And Will Nolte's going to be he's going to guard Maurice Brown. Maurice is 6'6", he plays our center, and we got Nolte at 6'7". And Nolte's got some weight on Maurice Brown, so we'll see how well he can match up there.
Brown's a pretty good player, so that'll be an interesting matchup tonight.
And I think after our Wednesday game, we squeaked off a win.
Really just squeaked it.
We squeaked it, 1 point over Wyoming here at home.
I heard we played quite a terrible game.
Yeah, so hopefully we got some good practice days in between now and then, and hopefully we got our game under control when you play like we normally do. That got us to the point of 15-1. So we got Brandon Miller and Maurice Brown taking the tip here. We're going to have in just one moment. Ball's up, and Indian Hill gets it. Will Nolte with the ball. Pass over to Stephen Budding. Budding over to Miller.
So Deer Park quick to get in the man-to-man defense.
And we'll see if Scherpenberg can have a better game this time. Last time he only had 5 points against Wyoming. We'll see how he fares tonight.
So Indian Hill really working the ball around. Miller's going to drive it in, shoot, and it's not going to be good. Deer Park's going to come down with the rebound.
And Maurice Brown was flirting with goaltending there. He almost hit the ball as it coming down off the glass, but he managed to not touch it. And
that's going to be tipped off a Deer Park Wildcat, and it'll go to the Braves.
Yeah. At first, one of the refs was kind of confused. He didn't really see it, so he had to wait for the other guy to come over. And once they had a little powwow and clarified, we got the ball. So
Brandon Miller bringing the ball off the floor for the Braves. Now they're just working it around now. Phil Madden with the ball back to Miller. Miller's going to drive it in, and he's not going to get anything. They're pushing it fast the other way.
And Stephen Budding, he's called for the foul, but he pokes the ball right out of Deer Park's hands. That was Andy Wilp with the ball trying to take it down. He's going to go to the line for 2, but Budding didn't even give him a chance to try to shoot that. He stripped him of the ball, but he fouled him. So that's where we are right now. And his first shot does not fall.
So Goodwin's shot is no good, and there's no points in the game yet with already a minute off the clock.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Slow start for both teams.
And the second shot does not fall either. Will Nolte gets a rebound pass off to Brandon Miller.
Miller did not box his guy out there and almost lost the rebound for Nolte.
That's right.
So Nolte with the ball now, looking for a give and go. And he's going to pass it back out to Brandon Miller.
Inside to Scherpenberg. His shot is not going to go. It looked like he might have been fouled there, but there was no call. And Deer Park's got the ball now. Pass over to Maurice Brown. He's going to go up for 2. and that's going to rattle in.
So that's the first basket of this game for Brown and for any team.
And Will Nolte, he's going to get blocked.
Rejected by Maurice Brown, so he's just dominant on both ends of the floor right now.
Yeah, it's going to remain Indian Hill ball, though, so hopefully we can get ourselves under control, get some points on the board, and start playing some good offensive here.
So Michael Scherpenberg taking the ball out for the Braves. So Indian Hill really just working the ball around. Scherp for three from the right side.
Ooh, that was close. And Will Nolte's in for two.
Comes down with a big rebound, puts up the easy layup, and that's going to be a tie game.
You know, that's something we've seen a lot is whenever Scherpenberg misses, and it's rare from the three-point line, Will Nolte's usually there to come away with the rebound.
Will Nolte comes down with a lot of offensive boards, and he'll put him back up for baskets.
Definitely.
Definitely a huge part of this Braves team this year.
And Scherpenberg tips the ball out of bounds. He went for the steal there, didn't get it, and so it's still Deer Park's ball. Andy Wilp with the ball right now for Deer Park. He's guarded closely by Phil Madden.
So Indian Hill's running their typical man-to-man. We haven't even seen him in his zone this year, so there's a backdoor cut, guys wide open.
But Miller was there to stop that ball from going in, and finally they get it to fall.
Shea Roth is going to be credited with that basket.
Nolte for three. That's going to be short. And Miller saves it. And that Deer Park's going to get the ball as Miller falls out of bounds and throws it in. And that's a block.
So Nolte takes that shot because he's wide open, but
Yeah.
just not a very good shot in the end. So that's going to be tipped off the Braves, and it's going to be Deer Park's ball.
As I don't know who got that block. It was either Scherpenberg or Nolte. Both of them put their hands up.
It looked like Scherpenberg.
Yeah.
Looked like that tipped off Mike.
And he stepped out of bounds, so that's going to be Indian Hill ball. But their coach is not happy with that, but I could clearly see his foot landed in, or out of bounds, that is, before he threw that ball. So Miller to pass it into Madden.
Madden really pushing the ball up the floor, looking for some over to Scherpenberg. So Madden's going to drive it and just lay up a floater. Nolte with the rebound.
And he puts it in.
And Nolte was trying to draw the foul there, a little pump fake. Got Brown up in the air, and as Brown started to come down, Nolte put that one in. Just great play.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Will Nolte. He's a big guy, but he's got great footwork around the basket. Can really finish.
And so Deer Park goes inside, and that shot's not going to go. Nolte really had played some good defense there, and finally Indian Hill comes down with the rebound after a second shot misses by Deer Park. And I don't know how that's not a foul, but Maurice Brown just slammed the ball out of Miller's hands. And we got a foul.
Fouls on Johnny McComb.
Yeah, and he definitely pushed Miller, or Buddig, that is, as he dove for the ball out of bounds. So the game's all tied up. It's 4-4 with 4:24 left on the first quarter. Phil Madden with the ball for the Braves. So drive in, pass over to Miller. Miller over to Scherpenberg.
Now Stephen Buddig with the ball. He's going to go back to Miller. Miller looks at the three. He's going to roll right into Phil Madden.
And
Phil
Madden's
Madden
going to drive for two.
That was just a good little give and go there. So good drive to the basket by Phil Madden.
Yeah.
So Indian Hill's going to pick up with some full court pressure here on, I think it's Keith Reddish. He's not on the varsity roster, ladies and gentlemen, but there's number 43 on the JV roster, so that would be my assumption.
That's a good assumption, Peter. And we got a host, wow, we got a Deer Park player. That's number 24. That's Kyle Barthelmals, and he is down on the ground. And finally, we have an official timeout.
I don't know if his shoulder popped out or
I think his wrist or something. I don't know.
It looks like something might be dislocated there. Because it's just hanging there. He's just hanging.
If it is, that'd be the second dislocated arm we've seen at the Wigwam.
Yes, it would. So Brandon Miller with the ball for the Braves. going to pass over to John Beatty. John Beatty's going to drive it in, and that's going to be rejected.
And Miller gets a steal there. Maurice Brown tried to pass it, but Miller just reached his hands up there and got it.
Philman kind of loses the ball there.
But Miller comes up with it. Inside to Nolte. Nolte's in for 2.
Nolte with that easy floater there. That was just great play.
Indian Hill extends their lead to 4 with that basket.
So Nolte's really having a big game tonight, already in this first period.
Definitely. He already has 6 points.
And that's going to be Shea Roth with the answer. So Phil Madden's going to look over to Scherpenberg. You got to think they want to feed the post, but Miller's going to shoot the long 3, and that one's going to fall.
That's just excellent, yeah. Good shooting by Miller, real good.
So the fans are raining down on Miller for his 3-point basket as Keith Reddish is trying to set up the offense for Deer Park. Maurice Brown with the ball now. Actually, that wasn't Maurice Brown, sorry.
Oh, and Nolte blocks Shea Roth. And Indian Hill's got the ball. Scherpenberg for 3 now. Oh!
So Sherp's no good from either side. He hasn't picked one out yet tonight.
But again, like I told you before, Nolte's there to get the rebound, and he's fouled.
Draws the foul. That one doesn't fall, but he'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, that was real close to falling for him. Deer Park's coach is giving the travel sign, but I don't see it. Neither does the ref.
He does it again. He might get a technical for that. The ref's trying to explain him that that's just good footwork.
Yeah.
It's hard to teach. So Maurice Brown's going to tie his shoe, and he's going to slow this first foul shot up a little bit. Will Nolte sets, and his first shot is money. He's just good from that line.
Definitely good. And so we got some new Braves coming in. We got Colin Bonegember coming in for Sherp, and Wolfenden's going to come in for Nolte after he shoots his second free throw.
Yeah, the big wolf is going to come in for the big man.
And hopefully Wolfenden's feeling better. Last game he was ill while he played, so we'll see if he can, at least he's feeling a little better this game.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to play through an illness.
Yeah.
Just drains you mentally and physically sometimes.
And Maurice Brown, he goes over John Beatty's back, and that's going to be a foul.
Just good positioning by John Beatty.
Yeah.
Getting the right spot at the right time there.
And Maurice really tried to get there before John could. He saw that his shot was off after he released and just ran in, but he didn't get there in time.
So John Wolfenden enters the game now for Indian Hill. First time tonight. Andrew Kuriakis might be entering the game shortly. He just took off his over jersey on the bench, and Coach Brew had a word with him. So he'll be in the game shortly, hopefully. So Brandon Miller's going to take the ball up for the Braves. And he's probably going to set up the offense here for Indian Hill.
Brandon Miller with the ball. John Wolfenden now. Back to Miller. And he's going to get called for a travel.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
Miller took 2 steps before he put the ball down. Couldn't decide what he wanted to do exactly.
I think he thought about passing before the dribble and then realized it wasn't there.
Yep.
So into Maurice Brown, and he's going to, no, John Beatty. Who is that? That's Phil Madden. He's going to be called with the block.
Yep, he is.
So Maurice is going to go to the line for 2. And Indian Hill now double of Deer Park's score. They lead by 6.
So Maurice Brown sets up for his first foul shot. And that shot is no good. So missing all these foul shots is going to hurt Deer Park in the long run tonight, if they actually want to try to stay into this game. There's going to be a sub for Deer Park. Big guy, Sean Vinemore.
He reminds me a lot like Alex King.
Except he can dribble. Apparently he plays guard, and he's 6'8".
Wow.
So he had some height for the Wildcats, although not the size. It's neat to guard a guy like Will Nolte.
Yeah, he's pretty skinny. Pretty skinny.
Says on the roster he weighs 160 pounds, so
Whoa.
for that height, that's a pretty lightweight.
Yeah.
So John Beatty with the ball now, looks inside to Wolf, back out to Beatty, over to Madden. Madden just setting something up, I don't know what he's doing. Over to Beatty, Beatty looks at the three, drives in, pulls it back out. And he's stuck with the ball, and he's throws it away. Maurice Brown comes away with the ball there. And Deer Park will set up the offense.
Andy Wilp with the ball.
So there's about 20 seconds left in the game, or in the first period, not the game, sorry. And the Braves have the ball again, so they'll probably get the last shot of this period. They're setting up play number 1. So probably a clock play, probably trying to stall.
Yeah, just getting the last shot in.
Probably gonna go with about 7 seconds left.
And Miller's good for 2. 3, 2, 1. And that shot for 3 is no good.
Long three-pointer.
So after 1 period of play, it's Braves 14, Deer Park 7.
So Indian Hill has doubled the score of Deer Park.
Yeah.
So far tonight, hopefully that will stay throughout the game.
You know, leading by 7 after the first period, that's pretty good lead. You know, Indian Hill's playing a lot better than they were against Wyoming.
Yeah, they're coming out pretty strong. It might be some of the energy from the crowd. They're pretty loud tonight, as you can probably hear.
What's interesting is Scherpenberg hasn't hit a 3 yet. He's taken 2, so we'll see if he can't turn it on in the next couple periods of play. Hopefully he can.
I mean, the good thing about this team is they are so deep. If the golden touch can't hit,
yeah,
they got somebody else to step up. So.
And we saw Miller hit a 3 so far. I think that's our only one.
I think that is our only one. Although Nolte attempted one, it was no good.
Yeah.
So the Braves are going to break it out and approach the floor for this homecoming night with a packed house here at Indian Hill.
Yeah, this is pretty packed. I mean, it is homecoming, but we got a lot of parents here too.
Senior night. We have a lot of parents here tonight. Yeah. And Andrew Kariakis enters the game for the Braves for the first time tonight. And Will Nolte checks back into the game, along with Stephen Buddick and Michael Scherpenberg check back in.
So it's Deer Park's ball.
So kind of a new lineup here.
Yeah.
New leader on the floor in terms of passing.
And AK, he really knows how to make things happen, so we see if he can't pull any tricks out of his bag tonight.
Exactly. If he plays his role and just hooks people up with passes and doesn't try to shoot the ball, he'll have a great night, hopefully.
Yeah.
He definitely can make stuff happen. On both the defensive side of the ball, he gets a lot of steals, and he creates just plays on the offensive side of the ball.
So Deer Park having trouble finding a shot. They're going around the perimeter route. Finally, someone dribbles in, and Scherpenberg reads that pass outside very well and gets the steal. Will Nolte for 3 again, and that's not going to go once again.
That was a little long. At least he hit some rim this time. So Deer Park's pushing it back down the floor. Maurice Brown from the three-point line, thinking about driving it in. He's going to, loses the ball, tries to shoot it over Nolte, and Nolte gets the foul on him, making sure he's not going to make that basket.
Yeah.
Which is a good foul.
It's Nolte's first foul. So it's pretty good when you're Nolte, the center guy, is getting his first foul in the second period. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. That was his first foul. Yeah, that's real interesting. Nolte usually has 2 fouls by now, at least. So Maurice Brown's first shot is good, and that's going to cut the lead to 6. So
he got his head in the game after missing his first 2 foul shots. Let's see if he can put the third one in. And no, that does not go. So he's hit 1 of 4 tonight. And AK with the ball now. It's going to pass out to Budding, and Budding gets fouled.
See, there's the Andrew Kariakis you know and love.
Definitely.
He's not going to look for the basket. He's going to look for the pass, unless he's got a wide open layup. And he just hooks the ball around that defender and finds wide open Budding.
AK really has the most awareness of where his players are on the floor and where the other team is on the floor.
I mean, I don't know what it is if he has eyes in the back of his head. It might just be because he's Greek. I really don't know.
Maybe it is a Greek factor, but Stephen Budding puts his first shot in.
So Ty Snow is going to check into the game for the Braves. He will replace Brendan Miller. So Snow's into the game for the first time tonight.
Peter, do you know who Miller was guarding?
I'm not sure.
I think he might have pointed to number 10, the big man. So that'd be interesting if Ty Snow has to guard him, seeing as he's like
and Ty Snow is
taller.
going to have to match up with the tall guy.
He's about a foot taller than him.
I think Ty's got some. I think Ty's got some weight on him though, so
yeah, that's
that
true.
should help.
I think Ty probably weighs more than 160, don't you think? Ty Snow with the ball now for the Braves, and he's stripped. The ball's on the ground, and finally Deer Park comes down with it, and they get an easy layup.
So they're going to cut the lead to 4, so the Braves are kind of losing it right now. Into Nolte, and the Braves get another turnover.
Yeah.
They just need to calm down out there.
They need to set up some plays and just make some quality shots, and once they do that, they'll really take control. And Will Nolte gets his second foul, and he knew it before the whistle blew. He knew he fouled.
So it looks like the JV player gone varsity is checking back into the game. Keith Reddish for Deer Park, and John Wolfington is going to check back into the game for Indian Hill, probably replacing Will Nolte after that second foul.
Maurice Brown hits his first shot.
So he's 2 for 5 on the night. Actually, correction, I just heard the announcer. It's Ben Rascona.
And Keith hits his second shot. So he's 3 for 6 so far.
So actually it was the player that was number 44 on JV who is number 43 on varsity.
Okay.
So it's Ben Rascona. Sorry for the miscommunication. We did not have his number on the roster.
And Stephen Budding with the ball for the Braves. Pass over to Andrew Kiriakis. AK into Snow, out to Sherby for 3. And he nails it. He should have been, they should have called the foul there because
number 10 did follow through.
Yeah, he followed through. You could hear the slap on his arm.
So Andrew coming away with steal almost.
And he steps out of bounds, so that's going to be our ball.
Yeah, Indian Hill is going to get the ball out of bounds. Just a great play by Andrew Kiriakis, getting some hands in there.
And that's what we're talking about when he makes plays. That's what he does. He steals the ball. And we got Shea Roth coming in for Deer Park. We got Miller coming in for Indian Hill. So we got a pretty mid-range lineup here.
Yep. So
and
Andrew throws the hard pass into Wolf, and Wolf is no good. Not even close to the basket on that shot. May have got a foul. I don't know. Just didn't have the right angle.
I think he was a little shocked at how hard that ball was thrown into his chest.
I mean, the thing playing with Andrew Kiriakis that I learned when I played JV with him is he'll throw the pass there if you're open. Even if you're not looking, he'll throw the pass. He'll hit you in the head. It'll wake you up. And he throws passes hard and swift so they don't get picked off.
Yeah. And he passes up to Scherpenberg, back to AK. Over to Miller. Miller to Scherp for 3. Yeah!
You can't leave that kid open. You can't leave Michael Scherpenberg open.
Earlier in the season, Peter, he was either hitting from the left side or he was hitting from the right. And tonight he's hitting from both.
He's got the full mix of it tonight. He's 2 for 4 from the foul line, 50%, so from the three-point line, actually.
Yeah, and that's pretty good stats for high school, so.
So Andrew Kiriakis trying to force the ball in, but he's going to draw the foul on his way to the basket.
And Phil Madden's going to come in for him after he shoots his 2 shots.
Is he going to shoot 2 shots, really? That didn't look like a shot at all, but I guess he's going to get 2 for it. No, he's not. They're going to take the ball out of bounds.
They started lining up like it was. I guess the ref was confused.
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that, too.
We got a pass into Madden. Madden goes into Miller. Miller goes up for 2, and that's not going to fall.
Madden almost comes away with the rebound there. It's great hustle going after the ball.
Yeah. But that's going to be Deer Park's ball. Madden tipped it out of bounds.
So Deer Park pushing the ball up the floor now.
And Scherpenberg with the steal. He calls, no, the ball's out of bounds.
Trying to call the timeout, diving. So we're going to get a full timeout for Deer Park.
And it's going to be Deer Park's ball. I thought Scherpenberg called timeout, but in fact the ball rolled out. So far the Braves, they're playing a lot better than at Wyoming, and they're doing really good. Now Scherpenberg's on. I think now that he's on, the rest of the team's playing well. We're going to start taking control now.
Yeah, I definitely think since Sherp hit those 2 threes, the Braves are going to turn around and come out really strong after this timeout.
Definitely.
Sherp's really expanded his game. He can hit from both sides of the floor tonight. So let's just wait and see how hot Michael Scherpenberg, the golden touch, can be. So, yeah. A real treat for you guys at halftime. We're going to interview probably one of the most, actually the biggest fan, I would have to say, at Indian Hill right now.
Quite literally.
Quite literally one of the bigger fans we have here. I'm gonna say Jamie Lawson. He definitely made the trip to Taylor. I think he was one of the few. I think it was you and him, maybe, Andrew.
It was me and him and like, I don't know, a couple sophomore girls or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's weird.
See, I don't know. I mean, there's few people that would make that trip, but Jamie is just a committed fan. Doesn't understand maybe the complete aspect of basketball, but he loves it and he'll cheer his heart out. So
I mean, you know, how can British people really understand basketball?
They understand that game's soccer though, but
I think it's football to them.
Yeah. Football, if you will. So he'll be here at halftime.
And it's going to be Braves ball as it was tipped out of bounds by Deer Park as they tried to work it around the perimeter. A questionable pass thrown, and so the Braves come up with it. Madden over to Budding. Back to Madden. Madden into Sherpy. Sherpy's going to go in for 2. He's going to be blocked, and it's going to remain Braves ball.
So a little rough for our cameraman down there. Almost gets taken out by Michael Scherpenberg.
I think David can handle it, though. He's a tough guy, even though he's pretty short, you know, at like 5'1" or something. Passing to Miller. Miller for 3.
Miller
he's
draws
fouled.
the foul there, so he's going to be shooting 3 foul shots.
Yeah.
What a better guy to have than Brendan Miller. So let's
know.
see if he can knock all 3 of these down.
I think Miller has the highest foul shot percentage on the team. It's either him or Nolte.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised. Both of those guys as captains will step up to the foul line and put it in when they need to put the shots in, which is most of the time.
And I think Budding's going to, Beatty's going to come in for Budding, it seems like, after Miller takes a shot.
Miller's shot,
that's good.
It's good, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Beatty and Budding seem to trade off quite a bit this season. That seemed like the subbing rotation for those two.
I mean, they play a similar game. They really do.
They really are similar players. They're both really good on the defensive side of the ball. And they had some chemistry on the offensive side of the ball as well. So John Beatty is subbing in for Stephen Budding.
And Miller hit his second shot, and he's going to set up for his third. He puts it up, and that's good too.
So Johnny McHone in for the Wildcats. He's going to replace Ben Roska. So Johnny McHone with the ball for Deer Park. He's going to set up the offense.
He's got an interesting dribble there. He kind of bounces and jumps when he's dribbling the ball.
It's a little different. Kind of out of control. Michael Scherpenberg with the steal. He's going to take it all the way, the other way. Draw the foul. It's not going to fall, though. But he'll be shooting 2, ladies and gentlemen. 2 baskets.
Definitely. I thought that was going to go in for a second. It flirted with falling, but rolled out.
It flirted with the rim there. It got my hopes up, and then it just let me down.
Yeah.
So it looks like Shea Donovan's going to check into the game for the Braves after this first shot. Michael Scherpenberg's shot is no good. That's rare. You don't see that too often from Michael Scherpenberg. That's a little in and out. So Johnny Cronick is going to come in and replace.
And it actually looks like Shea Donovan's coming in for Scherpenberg.
Johnny McHorn already out. He was only in for like 30 seconds and he was already taken out.
Yeah.
And it looks like he had an injury or something because he's going to the locker room. So yeah, Michael Scherpenberg's going to be out, and in for him is going to be Shea Donovan.
I think Scherpenberg was a little surprised. He usually doesn't sub in for Shea, but Shea's in now. And Madden's guarding Deer Park real closely.
So Indian Hill's got like a 10-point lead now with 3.5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah. Maurice Brown with the ball. He's guarded closely by Miller. He's going to pass it off. Doesn't find a shot. He's not a real outside guy, especially with that hurt hand there. And Shea Roth almost loses it as the pass was thrown real high. And now we got a strip ball. I don't know how there wasn't a travel by
so Deer Park really moving the ball around. And
finally he's
Sean
fouled.
Roth is going to draw the foul there. Pretty big guy, 6'3", 225 at center.
Yeah.
For the Wildcats.
He's got a lot of mass to him.
Yes, he does.
And we got a
I think that was a charge call. That was,
charge?
That was
really?
pushing off or blocking. Might have been a moving pick because it was a call to block, so it must have been a moving pick.
That's true.
And I think that's going to be making someone shoot the 1-and-1. The question is, okay, Shea Donovan will be shooting the 1-and-1 for the Braves. So interestingly enough, Shea could put his first points on the board tonight with foul shots.
Yeah. Shea sets up. He puts it up, and that banks off the glass, and that's not something you see too often, but it's definitely a solid shot there.
But you know what? If you don't see it too often, it counts. Okay, that's the thing that people don't understand. They'll joke about it after the game, but he put points on the board. Okay, and the second one is a dead switch. So
yeah, he switches it up a little.
So there's no doubt in people's minds that he can't shoot.
Maybe he was just showing off his variety of shots that he can make.
You know, for some reason, I don't think so. Anyways, Andrew, back to the game.
And we got Deer Park. They're having trouble finding in. Shea Donovan's really good on defense on number 10. So finally, Maurice Brown goes in for 2. That's not going to fall.
So Indian Hill's having a little trouble boxing out there. There's a bunch of Wildcats just sitting right underneath the basket, getting the rebound in this jumping contest.
And finally, Maurice Brown throws the ball out of bounds, and now he's going to stop at the tie shoe, so it's Braves' ball. And Miller's going to throw the ball in for the Braves. And over to Madden. Madden back to Miller. Over to Shea Donovan. Shea's going to get called for traveling. And Coach Prue signaling for the press with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left before the half.
So Indian Hill wants to get a bigger lead from 12 points.
Lead by 12. It's a pretty good lead.
So let's see if Indian Hill can't get some steals here like their coach wants them to.
And you know, Coach Prue was talking about the fans and how much of a factor they are, and they're pulling the bounce cheer, which basically means every time Deer Park dribbles, they're going to yell bounce. And, you know, that really gets in people's heads, so I think that's been working on them. Finally, we got a long shot that's not going to fall, and Maurice Brown gets the rebound, and he puts it up. That's not good. He gets his own rebound, and finally he's able to get it in.
That's interesting that wasn't an air ball or something. That shouldn't have happened because it was off the glass, and it didn't hit the rim, and then it came back to Maurice Brown, so it was like a pass off the glass.
Yeah.
So it should have been a traveling call or something. It's hard for the refs to call that. They don't normally call it, but you don't normally see that play either because no Brave touched that ball before he did. So
definitely.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
That counted.
I don't know. I think the coach would be pretty upset. Like, it'd be real confusing if he called that. It'd be hard for him to go over there and explain it. And I think the coach would pretty much flip out.
That's a tough call to make in high school, but nonetheless, they make it sometimes. Not very often, though. So
Madden with the ball.
Back to Madden, over to Miller. Miller's going to look inside to Shea Donovan. And I guess he's going to get the blocking foul. I'm not quite sure on Shea Roth.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that's
So Shea
on.
Roth is going to get charged with the foul there for the Wildcats. It's going to be his.
No, that was on Miller.
That was on Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
Interesting call there because it did not look like Shea Roth's feet were set at all. So Shea Roth will be going to the line for the Wildcats to shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, that was a weird call because he didn't call a charge. I don't know what he called.
Interesting. Number 5 must be a better shooter, Johnny Gornet, and just trying to get in there and shoot the foul shots.
Yeah.
So a little confusion, but Shea Roth with the ball at the foul line doesn't even take any dribbles, just goes straight into the shot, and that's no good. Interesting style there.
Yeah. The pass over to Miller, back to Madden, over to Shea, and to Back to Shea. To Madden. Madden out to Miller. Miller's going to go up for 2. That doesn't go. Miller gets his own rebound. Pass off to Shea Donovan over to Madden. Madden's going to slow things down now.
Yeah, Madden is going to slow stuff down for the Braves right now.
Over to Budding.
Actually, that would be Beatty. That wouldn't be Budding.
Beatty, sorry.
I mean, I know it's tough and all. They got same color hair. Not really, but it's okay. I get confused sometimes.
Sorry.
So
sorry, John.
Bill Madden with the ball right now, really trying to slow down. Maybe the Braves are trying to get the last shot. It's a long time to hold the ball, but Deer Park's going to stay in their zone, and they're not going to come out of it.
I don't know what they're thinking. Come out of the zone.
So Phil's just going to hold the ball and just stand there, let the clock run down to 10, and then take a shot. Deer Park players are getting impatient, kind of mad at the coaches forcing them to stay in this. So the Braves will get the last shot of the half.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Phil's just going to hang on to the ball for a minute.
If they could put some pressure on them, like they would have at least gotten the ball back after the shot. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't really understand this.
This is an interesting call. You know, they got a bright coach.
You haven't seen it too often. Let the whole minute run down, but Phil's like, hey, the announcers will say my name a couple times if I hold the ball for like a minute straight. Miller almost forces that one away. He's going to force up a shot. Bang off the glass is no good. Shea Donovan, and that one's no good for the putback. So at halftime, the score is 28-19.
Yeah. So the Braves have put up a good showing now.
So that was a pretty great thing. And we're going to be interviewing Jamie Lawson. Yes, Jamie Lawson, probably the biggest Braves supporter here at Indian Hill during halftime. So this should be exciting.
Yes, it should.
If you would hold on a second, we'll get Jamie over here for the interview as soon as possible.
All right.
Yeah, that's right, fans. Jamie Lawson we'll be interviewing. He was... So, yes, we have had a great game so far tonight, and we are going to wait for Jamie Lawson to do a superb interview. We're waiting for him, and he's walking over right now. So we'll be interviewing him in a couple seconds here.
Talking to this. What do I say? Just sit down next to him.
So what's going on, Jamie?
Nothing much, dude.
So you were probably one of the most spirited guys today at school. Got it like that this whole week. So what do you think of this game so far, Jamie?
It's pretty one-sided, but it's good. It's good.
Is this the homecoming you thought it was going to be?
No, because we're not playing Reading.
Oh, okay.
We should be playing Reading.
So you think
they're
Brandon
gonna
Miller?
organize that next year.
Do you think Brandon Miller will dunk tonight?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He'll throw it down.
Are you looking forward to that, Jamie?
Yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to that.
I see that you organized the painting of the chest tonight. Probably the first time
I didn't
this
organize
year.
it. Wombat did.
Wombat did?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at the B on Jamie's chest here. So yeah, that's got to be looking nice right about now for the fans. So, Jamie, what do you think is going to happen in the second half? I know you don't really understand.
I think they might come back. Deer Park could come back. You never know. It could be it could change. You know, things could change. They could come back.
Yeah, they could come back. So what cheers are we looking forward to here in the second half? Being the fan
Maybe
that you
it's
are.
just like football, but the thing is we don't really have a competition on the other side. So if it was like Reading and the Blue Crew, it'd be completely different. We'd have some back and forth chanting and, you know. So, but there's no real competition, so it's kind of flat right now.
Well, thanks a lot, Jamie. You are
right,
the
bro.
fan of the game for IHTN tonight, and you're probably the fan of the season, too. And we're going to take a short break, but we will be back after halftime, after this long senior night presentation.
Yep. Here we go. All right, later, bro.
See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2004-2005 senior.
Here at the Wigwam, playing for the Braves. At the half, the Braves have 28 points. Deer Park only 19. So the Braves have really come back after that hard game with Wyoming on Wednesday. And they're looking good tonight. Scherpenberg started to hit some. Miller's hit a couple. And so, oh, that was a good try by Madden. He threw the alley-oop pass to Brandon Miller, but he just couldn't get it in. So I think we'll start seeing some tricks pulled out of Brandon Miller's bag here in the second half now that we have a comfortable lead. And Deer Park, they're going to get a short jumper. There was Ori Harrison. And now Madden's got the ball for the Braves. Pass off to Will Nolte over to Buttig. They go inside to Nolte, and Nolte passes the ball away. Tried to go to Scherpenberg, but Deer Park got it. And finally, Scherp knocks the ball out of bounds, out of the hands of Deer Park. So it's going to remain Deer Park's ball. But that's a good play by Scherpenberg, making sure that the easy basket is not given up. Ori with the ball for Deer Park. It's guarded closely by Buttig. Now Maurice Brown has the ball. Deer Park's going to drive in for two, and he's going to get out with a kiss off the glass. Sorry, excuse me. So Miller with the ball for the Braves. Pass up to Scherpenberg. Scherpenberg's going to pass off to Madden over to Buttig in the corner. Buttig's going to drive baseline, and he's going to get it despite Maurice Brown's attempt to block him.
Yeah, sorry about that, Andrew. Sorry, fans. Just got back. The lines for the concession stand, even though I can get to the front, took pretty long. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people here tonight.
Yeah, I'd mention so. It is homecoming, so. And now we got Ori Harrison for was that two?
No, that was a three-point basket.
Three? I thought he might have had his foot on the line.
So that's going to cut the Braves lead to 4. So Deer Park's really come out strong in this half.
Yeah, they have. Braves only have 2 points in this half. And
Braves.
Stephen Buttig with a good call. He calls timeout when he's double-teamed. They pretty much cornered him.
So Deer Park's really picking up the pressure on defense with this man-to-man. They're all over the place, really trying to work for traps and stuff.
I think they saw that Indian Hills playing a little lax. If you didn't know, Peter, Madden took a long, just about almost half-court alley-oop pass to Brandon Miller, but that did not go. And so ever since then, Deer Park's come on strong.
See, there's a risk in doing stuff like that, as we see, but if it would have been successful, the momentum definitely would have gone Indian Hills' way.
Oh, yeah. Of course it would, Peter. So Miller's going to pass the ball in for the Braves.
So fans are
into Madden.
Almost trampling us now.
Madden over to Buttig. Back to Madden. He's got Scherpenberg open in the corner. He's going to pass into Miller. Miller into Nolte, and Nolte's good for two. And that's really what Indian Hill needs to get back to doing, is working the ball inside to Will Nolte, because he's going to get the easy basket every time. And Deer Park's able to answer.
So the lead is still only 4 for Indian Hill. So they really got to pick it up here. They're running a little.
And Madden is fouled. Or no, Scherpenberg was fouled.
Yeah.
Sorry. Madden with the, or Buttig with the pass into Scherpenberg, and Maurice Brown fouls him as he goes up for two. And he'll be shooting 2 points. Scherpenberg's first shot is good.
So Sherpy pretty much always good from the foul line.
Yeah.
No surprise there. It's going to go in. So I guess Colin Bonekemper is going in for Michael Scherpenberg, because he hasn't come into the game after that first shot.
And John Beatty's going to come in for Buttig also. Now, Peter, do you see that thing on Madden's leg? It's like a black band just below his knee. I don't think that was on there the first half.
He must be having trouble jumping or something. I've seen that on a couple players before. Not exactly like that. I see it usually rolled up a little more. Either that or you got to scratch it on the ground or something. Got a little floor burn. I'm not quite sure. Might be because a little tendonitis in his knee. That's why people wear stuff like that.
Yeah, if from the Reading game, Brinkman wears one on both knees. So it's interesting. But it's Deer Park's ball. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Indian Hill. And it's Maurice Brown that gets the pass. He goes into Shea Roth. And finally, they work it back into Maurice Brown. Maurice is going to go in for 2. That's going to go in and out. And we get the ball on the
Brown
ground.
really all over the place there for Deer Park. Back to Miller, tipped off of a Wildcat. It's going to be Braves ball out of bounds underneath the basket.
Yeah. I was getting a little excited there on the fast break with Miller with the ball.
You got to like the job of the Spirit Club getting the Tomahawk towels back this year. Actually, I think they're Braves towels this year.
Yeah.
But the white and the red, they look pretty good. And a lot of the fans have them, so that's good to see tonight.
And that was Miller for 2, extending the Braves' lead to 8. Maurice Brown with the ball for Deer Park. Pass over Shea Roth and back to Maurice. He's going to drive in, try to go for 2.
I don't know how they could call it on the shot because he turned to pass it
he did.
when he got the foul, so hopefully that's not shooting.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Seeing as Maurice is, that's on the floor. So they pass it into Maurice Brown. They're going to work it around. And finally, Ori Harris for 3. That's not going to go. And they're trying to decide whose ball that is.
It looks like it's going to go to Deer Park.
They're going to give it to Deer Park.
Orny Harris taking the ball out of bounds for the Wildcats. So that's a 3. No, it's a foul on Sean Roth.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
So that's going to be his second, and already 2 fouls for the Wildcats in this third period.
Phil Madden with the ball, pass over to Beatty. Back to Madden, and over to Miller. Miller, long pass over to Colin Bonekemper. He's going to drive baseline and pass out to Nolte. Nolte's good. No. Nolte takes a jumper, and that's not good. Then Miller tries to do it, and finally Madden gets the rebound and puts it in over Brown.
Little Phil Madden comes in there, grabs a great rebound, and he puts it back.
Yeah. That's just real athleticism.
Good hustle. So Deer Park's going to go with a timeout.
As the Braves lead by 10.
That's going to be a long one. That's going to be a full timeout for the Wildcats. So Andrew, so far the Braves really, they picked it up lately, but in the beginning of this quarter, Deer Park came back, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's real true. I mean, I think the Braves started out a little lax coming out. You know, they're pretty loose, real confident. And I don't know that they really had their head completely in the game.
Yeah, they did have 2 players come out at halftime for the homecoming court.
Yeah, so, and surprisingly enough, they were both the captains, so they weren't in there for the speech.
Yeah, actually the winners, if you will.
I will.
For King and Queen would be Brendan Miller and
Brittany Rogers.
Yeah, there you go. So 2 basketball players, not a bad combo.
And of course, the Braves spoke, and there are no other worthy Braves besides Brandon Miller and Brittany Rogers. They come out victorious, and they're going to get to be the homecoming king and queen. So they'll get to ride on the whatnot and get the dance and all that kind of jazz, you know?
Yeah, so that game was really exciting last night for senior night. For the girls, I was there, and girls ended up winning by, I think, about 20 in the end, and it was just a great recap and an end. Katie Hine and Brittany Rogers last game.
Yeah.
Being able to win at home. That's something you'll always remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And Deer Park with the ball now. Pass out to Ori Harris. He's guarded real close by Beatty. Finally, he passed off to Shea Roth. Roth is dribbling around. He looks real clumsy with the ball with how big he is. His dribbling skills are not the best, and they throw the ball out of bounds. They're going to call that tipped off of the Braves, so it's going to remain Deer Park ball.
So Orny Harrison taking the ball out again for Deer Park. Seems like he's the man who takes it out on the out-of-bounds plays. Over to Maurice Brown. Brown over to Roskin. Roskin in. Shea with the basket. Shea Roth with the basket there for Deer Park. So Colin Bonekemper stripped of the ball, but it's going to be tipped off the Ben Roska. I don't even know what I was trying to do there, Andrew. Just zoned out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's wearing the wrong jersey.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to find the guy that's wearing the wrong jersey. because on JV he's number 44, and then he's not listed on the varsity roster because 44 is Frank Serra, so
Yeah, I just don't know.
it's a little difficult.
We'll
to
call him
find.
player X. How about that?
Yeah,
The X-Man.
I don't know. The ex-JV player.
Nolte's in for 2 off of a pass by Bonekemper. It's a real good play by Colin, recognizing that Nolte was wide open for just a
Little kiss off the glass
little
there.
kiss off the glass.
So Orny Harrison with the ball now. Back over to player X, if you will. Maurice Brown's going to take the jumper, and that one's going to fall for Deer Park. That'll cut the Braves lead to 8.
And Deer Park's coming out with a full press, and we got a shot inside to Beatty. I don't know how that wasn't a foul.
One thing you got to be impressed with is I just realized Ben Rosca, number 43 for Deer Park. He's about, it says on the roster he's 5'6". I think he's a little bit shorter than that. He's about 135. Probably the toughest freshman you'll meet playing here at the varsity level, playing just an overall good game.
Yeah,
Not making too many mistakes as a freshman. So Deer Park with the ball over to Maurice Brown. Brown for 3, and it's not going to fall. John Beatty really elevates and comes down with the
He got a
rebound.
huge elevation there. I didn't know Beatty could jump that high.
Oh, I think Beatty can dunk. I'm not positive on that one, but
No, I was watching warm-ups, and he definitely looked like he could. I think he did one of these, I'm going to pretend to dunk, but not really, so the refs don't call it technical.
yeah. So
Shea Roth with the jumper there.
he's going to hit about the 10-foot jumper there.
And that's going to cut the Braves' lead to 6.
So the Braves are hustling to get the ball in bounce. They almost got a 5-second call. Really confused about who's going to throw it in. Miller over to Madden. Really speeding up the pace here. Into Nolte. Nolte gets blocked by Roth, but that could be a foul on him or on Harrison. Not sure who the foul's going to be on. Looks like it's going to be on Roth.
So Nolte's going to go to the line for 2.
So the foul is on Roth. It's his third.
That's his 3rd foul. He'll probably take a seat here soon.
And Andrew Kariakis is going to be coming into the game to see if he cannot create some action here for the Indian Hill Braves.
And we also have Sean Fillmore coming in for Shea Roth. And so Nolte is going to take his 2nd shot. His 1st shot was good.
Also Johnny Gordon.
His 2nd shot's up, and that falls too.
So, yep, Nolte's just looking good tonight from the foul line.
Definitely.
Like he does most of the time. So Andrew Kariakis really putting on some pressure. Fresh legs into the game, and he's gonna increase the pressure on that guy, but he's gonna burn right past Andrew Kariakis. There's not many guys that can do that. So Deer Park really moving the ball around. Maurice Brown with the ball at 3. Matchup. Indian Hill gets the timeout before the jump ball is called.
That was a real heads-up play, not moving his feet or anything, so.
Anyways, yeah, the fans got pretty loud there.
Yeah. So Indian Hill with a timeout, and Akis really added some game. You see right there, once he comes in, he already starts getting the steals and stuff. So he's a real motivating player. He really gets the team wired and gets them really into the game.
Yeah, he really does. He really brings a new aspect to the game. I mean, it's good getting some fresh legs in there. Andrew's real quick and real rested up coming off the bench.
Yeah.
So
It's real interesting that we have both point guards, Phil Madden and Andrew Kariakis, in at the same time.
you can really create a lot of stuff with those two. Andrew will probably go to the point because Phil's a little bit better of a shooter. So Andrew's going to set this one up for the Braves. Over to Phil. So you got 2 guys that can dribble and pass right now into the game. Andrew's going to throw a great pass over. Nolte's with the ball, and he's going to use the pump fake again, get both of the players up, and put that one in.
He has been real solid with that pump fake. He really reads what Maurice Brown's going to do, waits for him to do it, and then acts to that. So that's why he's been able to put the ball in the hoop so many times tonight.
Brown really falls through the pump fake, too.
Oh, yeah.
He goes up, thinking he'll get a block, and so Maurice Brown with the ball here for Deer Park. Over to Harrison. Harrison for 3, and that one's an air ball.
Air ball. And so we got a foul That's going to go on Johnny Gornett, and it's going to be Indian Hill ball.
So Nolte and Maurice Brown exchanging some words down at the other end of the floor. Both of them look pretty happy about it, so I don't think it's anything too intense. So Indian Hill probably get the last shot of this half, or quarter rather.
And
Huge block by Maurice Brown there. Huge.
Phil
off the
Madden
backboard.
tries to drive baseline and go in for 2, but Maurice Brown denies him. John Beatty with the rebound. We had 4, 3, 2, and we got a shot.
Good shot by John
Yeah.
Beatty. Almost falls.
That almost
So
fell.
at the end of 3, the score is Braves 44, Deer Park 34.
And so the Braves have put up a real good show. They're holding their lead with 10 points.
And they only have 1 foul. You got to be impressed with that.
Definitely is.
So-
At the end of the third quarter, usually we have more like the Deer Park Wildcats have with 4. That's usually where we're around. But tonight we're really playing a clean game.
So Andrew, I was pretty worried when I came down here to see that the lead had been cut to 4 points.
Yeah.
But,
But I don't know. I have faith in our Braves, Peter. I
Yeah.
have faith in our Braves.
they really turned it around here by the end of the half, keeping this 10-point lead. So
Yeah.
they're playing pretty well. So yeah,
I think Will Nolte's having quite the game today.
he is. I really wonder how many points he has tonight. He is. He's made quite a few just layups in there. His specialty, and he's
Yeah.
made almost everything he's taken from the line tonight.
And we got a couple new players coming in. We got Scherpenberg, we got Buddig. Phil Madden's gonna Phil Madden's still in.
So really a short lineup right now. You
Yeah.
got to wonder. I don't know who's taller. It's either Wolf
Scherp
or Scherp. Yeah.
one or two. They're pretty even though.
Yeah, they look pretty even. So it's Wolf will be playing the post. So I don't know what happened. The officials set the ball up the wrong way.
Yeah. And Ori Harris is gonna take the ball out.
The possession went to Deer Park, and I don't know. They're going to reset the clock to 8 minutes. That's interesting. You don't see that too often where that
Yeah.
happens. But let's see what happens here. So lob over the top of John Wolfenden. Shea Roth is going to draw the foul on John Wolfenden. Wolfenden just wasn't there.
Yeah. He just wasn't ready for that one. So Shea Roth is going to go to the line. We'll see how well of a shooter he is. He's got 12 points tonight. We'll see if he can't put in 2 more.
Yeah, for a big guy, he really has made quite a
Or
few
1
points.
more, sorry. And the refs are discussing something. I don't know what they're talking about at this point.
Yeah, you gotta wonder what that's about right
Yeah.
early in the fourth quarter here.
I think Coach Prue was feeling a little left out. He started walking towards them to see what they were talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
And his first shot's not going to go. His only shot's not going
Little
to go.
Andrew Karyakis comes up with the rebound.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often, but he's going to go out to Buddig. Buddig for 3.
And he gets it.
That's just, you knew that one was in
Yeah.
as soon as it touched his hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Squared up and bam.
And John Buddig
Rated.
knew that was going. Or
Steven.
Yeah, Steven Buddig got the 3, but John Beatty knew that was going in. He stood up with his hands up before even winning the hoop, so he just definitely knew it was good. And that's a rare 3 for Steven Buddig. He normally doesn't make those shots, but he definitely got it tonight. He's real happy about that too. And he's going to extend the Braves' lead to 11. With Deer Park having the ball, that was tipped pass. Scherpenberg playing some good defense.
Andrew Karyakis with the ball. Let's see if he can create something here. Over to Buddig. Buddig up. And that's going to be off of
Park's
John
ball,
Wolfenden,
yeah.
so it'll be Deer Park's ball. Oh, Deer Park taking the ball out of bounds.
Gonna pass it into Ori Harris. And now we got little man X with the ball for Deer Park. He's
That's
gonna-
Ben Roska going to take it all the way in for the layup. Roth with the rebound, puts it back up, but doesn't get it to fall. So Phil Madden's going to set up the offense here for the Braves. Over to Andrew Karyakis to see if Andrew doesn't drive. No, he doesn't. He passes back to Phil. So Kariakis, they're running like a 2-guard set now.
Scherberg
So-
for 3. Yeah!
You
That's his
can't-
3rd 3 of the night.
I think we should go talk to the Deer Park coach. You
Yeah.
can't leave Michael Scherbenberg open like that.
I mean, come on.
He's going to drain it every time.
You just got to realize that he's 3 for 5 from the 3-point line tonight.
I mean, he missed the first 2, but if you scout any of the games, you know
Yeah.
Michael Scherbenberg's the 3-point shooter, the golden touch
Yeah.
of these Indian Hill Braves.
I mean, he'll probably, he just warms up with those 2 misses, and he's
So-
not going to miss.
Andrew Kariakis is going to draw the foul on the ground there. All he was trying to create and just get rid of the ball,
Yeah.
but he's going to draw the foul.
He'll take it.
So we got quite a few Wildcats coming into the game. We got Maurice Brown re-entering the game. And number 24. And number 24, Keith Barthelmals coming back into the game.
That's Kyle.
Whatever.
Look at your sheet again. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be Kyle. Sometimes I'm dyslexic. It's
Really?
tough. I'm getting this talk about the upcoming lacrosse season from the fans next to us, Franco Aguirre and Henry Schmidt, the newest addition to the Indian Hill lacrosse team.
I guess we can do that for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Lacrosse team in the past has been really good, so we should have a good season.
They should be
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Lacrosse will be pretty good yet again this year. So we look forward to good things. Maybe we'll be announcing those. I don't really know yet
I'm not sure either.
if we got the time into our schedule. But I would love to announce some lacrosse games this year, learn a little bit about the game, and hopefully
gotta-
Indian Hill will have a great year. So Madden with the ball now. Over to Andrew Kariakis. Back over to Madden.
Back to AK. AK over to Sherpy. Back to AK. Finally into Miller. Miller into Nolte. Nolte's shot's not going to go. Scherbenberg with the rebound, and he
No, it doesn't fall.
Wow.
The rim just hates us. Maurice Brown gives it
Oh
back to
my
Michael
gosh.
Scherbenberg, and it's not going to fall. That's
Yeah. Maurice Brown just passes it straight to Scherbenberg.
so the Braves
They
can't
can't put
buy
it
a layup there. They can't even buy one. You know, it's
I
like,
mean,
can
come
I
on.
can I buy a layup? I mean, how much is it going to cost?
I think Scherbenberg might have been better off just running out past the 3 line. He'd probably have a higher percentage of shooting that and getting it in. So.
Yeah, seriously.
And so Miller goes in for 2 and the foul.
That's just a great
amazing.
finish. So I guess we can buy a layup here, and Miller's going to get the opportunity to capitalize
I don't know how he got that ball to fall, but he did.
and buy a foul if you want with this extra shot.
And sorry, I just got distracted by crazy Jill running over here without her shoes on and throwing towels at the fans. I don't know what she was thinking. But anyway, Miller's going to set up for his first shot. He puts it up, and that's good. So he completes his 3-point play after he makes a layup after the foul. And Indian Hill with a hardcore full court press. Over to Maurice Brown, and
So
Miller's going to get called with the foul.
Miller made the smart foul there for the Braves, did not give away the wide open layup for Maurice Brown. He's going to send him to the line. Brown was 0 for 2 his first foul shots, and
That's
I don't really
right.
think he's taken that many in this
He's
second
50%.
half.
He's
So, yeah.
3 of 6 in the first half. He hasn't taken any yet in the second. This will be his first.
So yeah, let's see if that wasn't a smart play to make.
And it was.
It definitely was, because he missed the first shot, and he might miss the second one too. It seems like foul shots are not a specialty of Brown's. So
He's pretty good under the hoop, though.
He is definitely a great player underneath the hoop. He makes some things happen, and he can shoot the three-pointer, as we've seen. And that second shot is gonna fall.
So he's 4 for 4, definitely a 50% free throw shooter.
So Brown has 12 points as
Over to
well
Scherbenberg
as
for
Roth.
3. No, he's not going to take the shot. He thought he had it for a second.
So Miller's gonna drive and throw him like a
Ooh.
reverse layup, but he's gonna draw the foul. He'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
And so Miller again to the line, this time only shooting 2,
Yeah, only 2.
because earlier he did get fouled on a 3.
Yeah, he did get fouled on 3, so the first one
That's
is
rare.
good
First
from
one goes.
the
Yeah.
thriller, Brendan Miller.
Miller puts up his second shot.
Ladies and
that's
gentlemen,
good.
it's Miller time here at the Wigwam. Miller made both his foul shots there.
And that brings him to 15 points for the night so far.
John Beatty's going to stretch a little bit by the scores table as he checks in. He'll be checking in shortly for the Braves. So, Ani Harrison with the ball. Back over to Maurice Brown. Brown wide open from the foul line. Shoots it, doesn't get it, but gets his own rebound and he puts that one back in.
Yeah.
That's going to be his 14th point of the game. He's really stepped it up and been the leader for these Wildcats. So Miller with the ball over to Nolte. Nolte with the easy putback, so Braves have an answer to that one.
And that brings the Braves up to 57 points. Deer Park still hasn't broken 40. They've got 39.
So
And
lob into Maurice Brown. Brown's shot is no good. He's going to draw the foul. I don't know who that foul was on.
We'll see how he fares this time at the line shooting 2.
So that foul is on Brandon Miller. Miller already has 4 fouls. So either Ty Snow or John Beatty are coming in for him. You got to wonder who they're going to sub in for.
Yeah. If it was my guess, and it is, I'm going to guess that Ty Snow is going in for Miller.
Yeah, he did come to the line second. That is true. So Miller knows he's coming out, and he comes out. And Andrew Kariakis is going to exit the game as well.
And
So
Maurice,
Ty Snow back into the game for the
yeah,
Braves.
yeah, little Ty Snow, surprisingly enough, he gets quite a lot of rebounds in the games.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes away with the rebound right here.
And
Actually, it's Will Nolte who comes away with it.
yeah, that was Maurice missing both of his foul shots.
So definitely a guy to foul down the stretch if this game gets anywhere close.
Yeah.
So the X-Man, Ben Roskin, is going to get the foul there, and it'll send Phil Madden to the line shooting the 1-and-1 for the Braves.
And if Phil makes both of these foul shots, that'll take the Braves' lead to 20 points. His first one's up, and that's good.
So he'll be taking another one, ladies and gentlemen. Nolte gives him a little pat on the back, a little hug there. Happy about the extension of the lead.
Maybe some Lux rubbing off of Nolte going to Madden.
Maybe.
On the foul line.
Madden's second shot is no good, and Maurice Brown comes down with that rebound for Deer Park. Deer Park pushing the ball up the floor. Back over, no, looking at Maurice Brown. Brown's not open. Roskin with the ball now. Roskin over to Roth. Roth with the ball now. Roth's going to drive in, force it out to Harrison. Michael Scherpenberg tips the ball out of bounds. It's going to remain Deer Park's ball.
Such a good effort by Sherpy. He just couldn't keep it in bounds.
Yeah, that was a great effort by Michael Scherpenberg, really extending the defensive lane there, tipping away the pass. So Roskin with the ball now. He's going to look over. Roth has the ball. Roth's going to drive in on Will Nolte. Brown with the ball now. Real mismatch for Ty Snow, but Will Nolte comes away with the rebound. Now the foul's going to be on somebody. You got to be wonder who the push is on.
And they call it on Will Nolte.
So somehow they called the foul on the defensive player, which you don't see
Yeah.
too often. But I guess Nolte just put a little bit of his arms into either Brown or Roth. And it'll remain Deer Park's ball out of bounds. It'll be Indian Hill's 5th foul, Nolte's 3rd. So Harrison with the ball for 3, no good.
Beatty pass up to Ty Snow. Back to Beatty. Beatty's going to go in for 2. That's not going to fall. And we got a foul on Ty Snow.
Beatty tried to move his arms around there to miss the block in the air, and that kind of screwed his shot up. So
Yeah.
kind of knew that one wasn't going in. Sometimes they fall, but not too often.
He would have been better off, taking the foul, drawing the foul, getting his arm to hit, and then
Taking his shot. That's what you got to do. You can't alter your shot. When you start doing that, you definitely start missing. So Roth trying to set a screen there, but Phil Madden just stepping right around it. And Ty Snow tries to go up with the rebound, but doesn't. Big Will Nolte comes up with it, and he's going to pass
I think
it.
he took his eyes off the ball a little too soon before he caught it. He was looking down who to pass to and just missed the ball. But nonetheless, Will Nolte gets it.
So we're going to have 2 juniors going to check into the game for the Braves here. They're sitting on the line. Colin Bonekemper and Shea Donovan back into the game for the Braves.
And pass into Ty Snow. Ty Snow's going to go up for 2. That's not going to go. And now we got a foul on Nolte. I don't know what Maurice Brown was thinking.
Brown was trying to get a reject and trying to get some momentum maybe their way, but
Nolte hadn't even taken the shot. He was still in the rebound phase.
yeah. Nolte will put both these in probably. He's playing great tonight. He's really shooting well from the line, so
Yeah.
I expect him to put both of these in.
He's got 17 points right now.
Yeah, that's not bad. He'll probably be the leading scorer tonight,
Yeah.
if I had to guess. And his first shot is good.
So we'll see if he can't break 20 points tonight.
So Donovan and Bonekemper enter the game for the Braves now, and John Wolfington's going to come in for Nolte, the shooter. So Nolte's going to set up to take his second shot here. And that shot is good as well. So John Wolfington comes into the game. He replaces Will Nolte. And what is that, 19 for Nolte
Yeah,
so
that's
far
19.
tonight? So Will Nolte already with 19 points with about 3 minutes left in the fourth period. Braves lead it 60 to 39, so they got a 21-point lead here.
And we got an air ball by Deer Park.
Shea Roth with the ball. He doesn't get the rebound. He's going to get the foul because he's just bumping into people all over the place there.
So that's going to send Shea Donovan to the line. Because they are in the
Roth already has four. He already has five. He has five fouls actually.
Roth
so
fouled out there.
So Roth's going to foul out of this game with 12 points. Really had a pretty good game for Deer Park. Only outscored by Brown.
And the fans already cheering CHL. Because tonight, since we're going to win here in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that will claim a sole ownership of the CHL title.
So Frank Serra entering the game for the first time for the Wildcats. Frank Serra, not the tallest man on the floor, but he's going to go down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So I guess his boxing out skills are pretty good. So.
And Shea's first shot's not going to fall.
But he's going to get another one because they are in the double bonus. You got to love all the fans here. The one we interviewed, Jamie Lawson, trying to set up a CHL chant. So individual sections through CHL. We'll have to hear how that one goes.
Ori Harris with the ball passing into our new player, and Shea Donovan comes away with the steal.
Harrison with the ball, tips it back in. Nope, but he's going to be out. He didn't jump up into the air for that one. So it'll be taken out by Colin Bonekemper, who's just got smiles on his face.
Yeah.
I think all the Braves have smiles on their face tonight as they're hearing the CHL cheer. Something I hope the Braves basketball team could accomplish, but honestly, I never really believed it in the beginning of the season. I knew we were going to have a good team. Didn't know we were going to be this good.
And Ty Snow goes in for two over Maurice Brown.
I mean, only one loss so far. I got to wonder what we can do in this state tournament coming up. The Braves are playing great so far.
And Maurice Brown's going to pass it out, and that's going to be a shot for three. That's not going to fall. And
Brown comes away with a rebound. He's freaking being a beast.
And Colin Bonekemper blocks Maurice Brown, and John Beatty gets a botched pass there.
Yes, he does. So Beatty with the ball now, looking over.
Shea Donovan for three. That's not going to fall.
Wide open three-pointer.
Yeah, but Wolfenden gets a rebound. He goes up for two. And is that going to count?
Yeah, it counts. It's going to count. So big number 5, Mike Lucian, entering the game for the Braves for the first time tonight. So Coach Bruce looking at the end of his bench. You got to make some substitutions. Lucian's going to come in for John Beatty.
And I think he's going to go take King, and yes, he is. Here comes Alex King.
So Matt Arnold's going to come in as well, so the fans get what they want tonight. Arnold didn't check in. I don't know.
No, the ref's not letting both. He's got to hold on. Oh, Alex King's coming in for Wolfenden. I think he forgot to take a seat there for a second.
I think
Wolf's got to take a shot first, Alex.
Yeah, Alex got a little excited. You get pumped up.
I would be too.
You get pumped up coming off the end of the bench,
Yeah.
you know, a little confused.
Yeah.
You know, kind of out of it, but you really want to enter the game. So let's see if one of those guys can put some points on the board for the Braves tonight. So that one's going to fall, and they'll sub in Alex King for John Wolfenden. And all the Braves stand up and applaud. And, it's a reality. It's a great thing as a senior. Your senior year to win for Will and Beatty and a couple of guys who played football to win the CHL in football and then to win it again in basketball. That's just an amazing accomplishment for your senior year.
And Mike Lucian fighting hard for the jump ball, so that's going to be Braves ball.
You really got to be impressed with this Braves basketball team coming away with the CHL title.
Yeah.
You got to wonder what's next. Almost had the perfect season this year. So got that one last. Marnold's going to save it, but no, it's going to be tipped out.
He stepped out of bounds. He forgot to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. You know.
Sometimes.
It's tough. I mean, Marnold was looking away because that pass wasn't supposed to be to him. It was supposed to be to Mike Lucian, and Matt was just looking out for his team.
And the inbound pass is caught by Ty Snow, and he's going to get fouled by Maurice Brown. So he'll go to the line for 2.
So the Braves really extending their lead here. Deer Park's going to go to their bench, and subbing back in the game is going to be
and Maurice
Sean
Brown
Fillmore.
just fouled out of the game.
Did he?
Yeah.
He had pretty many points. What did he have, 17 tonight?
No, he had 14.
Did he have 14? I
Yeah.
mean, he really led for this team tonight. Really played a pretty solid game.
Yeah, he put up a good show.
So Sean Fillmore is going to check into the game. No, he's not. They changed their substitution after realizing who fouled out. Fillmore was going to go in, gave us a nice little fake out, and instead 4 enters the game.
And Ty Snow sets up for his first shot, puts it up. That does not fall. That goes in and out. Puts his second shot up, and that one does the same thing, just kind of rims out, and Deer Park's going to come up. No, we got a jump ball.
It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go back to Deer Park.
Yeah, it's a good effort by Shea Donovan getting in there, but
I don't really think the possession. I think the possession's changed once in this whole half. To tell you the truth, actually it's changed twice because it started off.
And we got a push on 44. He threw Ty Snow into the floor. That's going to be Braves ball. Mike Lucian's going to pass the ball in for the Braves into Shea Donovan.
So Frank Serra with his second foul already after entering this game.
Yeah.
To replace
pretty rare.
The fouled out Roth.
You come in and there's like 2 minutes left and already 2 fouls. So Ty Snow again at the line since the Braves are in the double bonus.
So let's see if Snow can put some more in for the Braves.
Oh
gosh.
We won't even tell you what happened there.
Yeah.
We'll leave that to your imagination.
Yeah. Ty may be distracted by all the noise the fans are making, but we'll give him some encouragement. Maybe he'll put this one in. I don't know what's going on here with Frank Serra. Some kind of argument with his coach. He's going to be taken out of the game.
Yeah.
Who just entered the game?
That would be number 12, Brian Grant.
So Ty Snow to set up to take his second shot, and that one's no good as well. And Deer Park's going to push it maybe for a last-second point or something. So.
And with that shot, Deer Park breaks 40. They now have 41 points to Indian Hills 65.
Took them almost the whole quarter to break that.
Lucian with the ball, pass over to Arnold. Arnold's going to go
into King.
Yeah. Put it up, King.
King throws it back out to
Marnold for 3.
No good. King, doesn't come down with the rebound. So we got about 35 seconds till this CHL title is Indian Hills. And we got 30 seconds. Looks like it was tipped in by Ty Snow. I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So I don't know who gets the basket there. So looking into King, couldn't get the pass in.
Ooh, and
Real
now Ty
sloppy
Snow with the
basketball.
ball over to King.
Alex King looks like he got fouled, but they don't call it. He puts it up, so we got 10 seconds left. We got 5 seconds left.
That's not gonna
3,
fall.
2, 1. No time left. The Braves
And
are
the Braves
CHL
title.
CHL champs. How about that? Indian Hill has clinched quite a few CHL titles this year. What a great year.
And so at the end of the game, the score is Braves 65, Deer Park 45. The Braves win it by 20 points.
So yet again, the Braves clinch a boys CHL title, I should say. This is Peter Carr.
And I'm Andrew Burgess.
The voice of the Indian Hill Braves.
See you next time, Indian Hill.